Hello everyone, and welcome to PSGL season 34 on the PS side of things. It is round one for F8, and we are here in Brazil, Interlagos, and hopefully we're going to have a good race today. I'm your main commentator for the season. My name is Ace. Joining alongside me will be none other than Mr. Dawn of the Cameron.
Hello. Hello.
So we will be your commentators for the season. If anything else does go wrong, you'll have a reserve in. But hopefully everything should be fine with us.
Hopefully, yeah.
But it is go time for us. First round of the season, getting us underway. None other than the finale of last season being Brazil. Had a very good race last season, if I say so myself, because I was commentating F7. But hopefully the season in F8 will be very good. Your first season as well.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Lucky enough to be able to join the PSGL commentary team and then being placed with Face, of course, a good friend. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this season and hopefully can try climb the way up through many seasons and many games as I hope to stay for as long as I possibly can.
Yeah, so first one on the track seems like an Alfa Romeo. Would that be Scabby? Yes, it was.
Savvy. Yep.
Which, I do apologise, I don't exactly know how to say your name properly. You should, and if you don't, that is very bad of you.
I'm pretty sure
But I'm
it's
kidding.
Scabby. Or Sabby. Scabby
Um,
or Sabby, I think.
apparently it's is it on approximate? Apparently the lobby settings are wrong. Anyway, we'll continue on. I will sort this out afterwards.
So that is a little
Yeah,
unfortunate.
no, as I
But
have seen this. It's meant to be on approximate weather, right?
okay, so I do track guides.
Yes, you can go on for that. I'm just sorting this.
Okay, so the track guide, some questionable corner names, so I'm gonna try my best for this, as the corner names are quite interesting. But on the main straight, opening up the DRS, Scabby will be the first one to start his laps. So into turn one, the Cito Senna, named after the icon Ayrton Senna, one of the greats of F1. Round turn two and turn three, he goes round the Curva do Sol, and then on the main first DRS straight, turn 3 to 4, the Reto Oposta, and then into turn 4 and 5, which he enters turn 4 and enters turn 5 to the Skida do Logo, and then up into turn 6, ideally going down one gear into the Ferradura corner, then into turn 7, the Laran Gina, and then round to turn 8, ideally third gear, maybe fourth gear. He decides to take it in third, that's called the Esse. Then round turn 9 and 10, the Pinarino, and then the Bico de Pato, and then round to turn 11, ideally you want to try be flat here, he is flat, round the Mergeable, and then round turn 12 of June Cow, and then round to turn 13, 14 and 15. Not many big corners in the last sector as he tries to take a line to the inside. He doesn't though, but it's across the line for first lap time. It's an 8.9. His drivers will be following now as there's an Aston Martin. I believe that is Matthias, and he goes an 8.1 on his first lap. A very good lap time from him as the times are flooding, and Manos going P2 with an 8.2, Stelios going P3 but now P4, they're flying, and there's too many to catch up with as
BR4, 7.9 per banker. That is actually very quick. As just crossed the line. 8.2 for him. Amaguli 8.7, a little bit off the PS, but then again, these are only banker laps, so these will get a lot quicker. Dado 8.2. I think it was a Haas crossing a line. That would be Jakku.
Yeah, Jakku. Jimmy's
8.2.
backed out.
Wow, same time as Jesler, exact.
Oh wow, the exact same time. Look how close it the field is, by the way, in 8.2's P4 to P10. Make that
Yeah,
to P11. Because Dado Izzy just went 0.245, 3 thousandths behind CPI Bunty. Wow,
yeah.
this grid is very close for
I
backers.
think I'm just gonna ask you this now. Does
Mm-hmm.
Bunty race in the same league as Ahmed? You should know which one I'm talking about. I just don't want to say it on stream.
Oh, I think so.
Because I think
Yeah,
FOL Parrot has just come in chat saying Team Bunty, and I think I know why.
I think, yeah.
I would say
Yeah,
so.
that is right, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but for now we'll stay on the off-board shot of Vertsku. Apparently 5 minutes until weigh-in. Get your lap times in
Ooh,
very quickly.
get them
Otherwise,
in.
you might be starting at the back.
Maybe that's why they're all a bit under pressure, and that's why maybe Vitsu's going again. Because he's just trying to get a nail a lap, so round between keeping it to the inside as much as possible. It's a fast lap, 8.395, only P12 with that lap time.
Yeah.
That is incredible that he goes that low.
It is just crazy to think, though, how low is it? Even though how quick of a lap time it is.
How quick it is, yeah.
Well, then again, you do have to think the amount of, well, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
Sorry, I
it'll
was
be
just mute for 1
interesting.
second.
Yeah, it's fun. So yeah, it's quite interesting for Vitsko will now be entering the pit lane. That is out again for another lap. As CPI Urian, the chat. So Bunty, part of CPI Sport 7, quite a few supporters for this race. But Dado Lizzie, is he? No, he is going into the pit lane. So, Scabby is actually on another lap. So, right on board with him, he was the first driver to set a lap, and it was an 8.9. But an 8.9 has currently put him second last of people who have set times, as he's backed out
Has he?
mid-lap. He is backed out mid-lap.
Yeah,
That is interesting. I wonder
yeah.
why he done that.
Saving
He was
EOS,
literally
maybe?
flying. No, because he used half of his ERS. He was on a lap.
Abel is on a lap, but he's invalidated his time. Currently, he's one of the only two not to set a lap yet. Jimmy is just starting his now, but you need to remember, these could be some of the last laps of the session because of the rain incoming. And mind you, season 33 regulations had the weather to be on approximate. It's now been changed for season 34. I have gone and checked. Forecast accuracy should be on accurate.
Wow.
Which is also known as
Oh.
perfect. Meaning, the rain should be coming in 5 minutes, and we will go on board with Jimmy, going through turns 8 and 9 right now. It could all depend on this lap for him. Going through turn 10 now, he is looking to be on a good lap so far. His teammate right behind him on the track, hoping not to get blocked in the final sector. It's a 51.4 for his middle sector, including his sector 1. Up to the line though, he might be able to get a little bit slipstream from, I think that's Williams in front of him. DOS is open, take the shortest run to the line to make sure the lap is perfect, and it's going to be an 8.3 and it's only P12.
12. As I have saw a few drivers, for example,
I think
Jesler,
Jaku's
he went P5.
BR4 has gone even faster.
As BR4 has went even faster. As, yeah, Jakku, 7.9. Sem sits the exact same time as BR4, and there's the rain. The rain is here. So everyone's now just got one more life. Scab Beagles P4 with an 8.086. As now people will be diving into the pit lane. That's Stelios going P4 with a 8.042, but the rain's hit, so now anyone on their laps, ideally you want to be on a straight or else you aren't going to be improving because of the rain. Vetsu coming across the line now, he's only starting a lap, but it's in the rain, and he's only on an 8.3, so he has to improve, but in the rain this time, which I don't know if that's going to even be possible, improving on a wet track in dry tyres.
As everyone says, it
He's
is
down a
possible.
tenth.
There was
He is-
McLaren somewhere. That would have been Seb. He's in the grass between turns 7 and 8. Not too sure. No, sometimes you can lose the rear end going into turn 7. The car slides across the grass. I've seen it multiple times. But I think if there's people on laps, these aren't being improved. Is Bunty on lap at the moment?
As Vitsku spun.
Bunty
Vitsku
is not
spun
on
and
lap.
he was on the lap.
Oh
So that
no,
just shows
that's
you it's
not what you
impossible
want.
now. So that just shows it's impossible. Now, the track conditions are so bad that this most likely is qualifying over because of the rain. Which, I mean, for only 10 minutes done of qualifying before the rain has really hit and had an effect on track. The qualifying's already done. For example, Abel hasn't even set a lap. He's trying to do a lap now.
He's only
But
starting his.
it's on a wet
Unfortunately.
condition.
But
Yeah,
then
he's
again,
starting his now.
the real question: do we know what the weather is for the race?
We do not. Which is interesting. But I would say with these times, I would say dry. I don't think with people would be saying
I'd probably
these
say with the
times
setups, yes, I'd say
sacrifice setup.
dry. But I
I
will
still
ask
can't
this from
believe pole
Laura's.
position is tied.
Yeah, that is
Can
the
we talk
craziest
about
thing.
that? That nobody's going to improve in the lap, so we're literally going to see BR4 and Sem start the race knowing they set identical times, which is I wonder if both. Oh wait, look at that. BR4 just retired and jumped 1,000th ahead.
So maybe
Tell
it
me
might have.
that is
I
not
will want to
ironic.
say, there has been a glitch sometimes where you're just like 0.9, as I see an alpha come out
Is
the pit
that
lane.
is Vetsku or Scabby? It's Scabby. I
Scabby,
think.
yeah.
It is.
But the glitch I have seen, it's not really a glitch I would call it, but it is a basically think of you've got a 8539. Sometimes it shows a 4 for some reason,
Oh yeah.
but
Can we talk
Scabby's
about
just
Abel's
running
time,
very
by the way?
wide. Yeah.
Oh, and he's in the grass and in the wall. Can we talk about Abel's time, by the way? A 10.3, and that's of course on this somewhat wet track on dry tyres, as we are seeing most of the drivers retiring now because that is qualifying over. It's what we said. The rain is getting heavier. That is qualifying. Sem's time has even jumped 1,000th ahead, so it's back to being dead exact of a 0.853. So what lap from both of them, but it's just unfortunate that BR4 managed to set it before Sem, which means he will have the advantage at the start by being just one grid slot ahead. As yeah, most of the drivers retiring. Hopefully we can maybe have everyone retire and maybe start the race a little bit earlier than usual. But like we were saying, the question is, will there be rain in the race? Well, there could be, but I think with these times, like I said, I think they haven't sacrificed their setups, so I think it will be dry just based on the times, but of course we never know. But still, for P1 to P18 are like the somewhat, good lap times, and there's only about a 5.5 tenths of a difference between P1 to P18. The whole grid from P1 to P16 is a 5 tenth gap. If you want to go 0.4 of a gap, you go to P11.
Yeah.
So the grid is so close. It's quite unbelievable. I didn't expect it to be this close, as the track is very, very wet. But some of the drivers, for some reason, want to come out on the inters.
It could be
Like
raining in the race.
Jimmy. like Jimmy, who is out on the intermediate tyre sitting in P14. Maybe, like you said, it could maybe be to practice for the race in some way.
Because
It
if you
will
think
be
about it,
interesting.
you'd rather see them get a little bit of practice in now, because I don't think many of these drivers, if they were expecting to win at all, I don't expect any of them to be, using wet setups, because there's only way you can get a
Yeah,
wet setup properly is not even by time trial anymore. They've got rid of wet time trial. So
yeah. As Jakku's even out now, who's
I
sitting in
know.
P3. So let's see what I mean. Both WR boys and the Haas, of course, you being manager, engineer, and all that stuff. You may
Oh
be
yeah.
questioning what they're doing, or are you thinking, right, it's
Um.
good?
No, I trust in ours for
Okay.
once.
Yeah, Jimmy's 2.1 seconds down, so there must it must be there's rain in the race.
I think so.
If they're not retiring, they
Yes.
must be doing this for preparation for the
Yeah,
race.
I would say so. But while we're just looking over the slap, there is one person in chat, I think named Paulino F1. There's a link in bio to join. Currently, sign-ups are closed since the season is on. If any teams need drivers, mid-season sign-ups are open, and it will be valued again as sometimes people drop out of them or use hacks, unfortunately, mostly the PC side that is. But good thing for us, PS can't exactly do that.
That is true, yeah. Jimmy's came across around 8.7 seconds down in his time. And also, you would have saw a pop up as well at the top of the screen, DRS got disabled. So that really
Yeah,
just shows you the track it's too wet now. Nobody's going to be able to improve on their time. And yeah, I think these drivers are just out for practice, really. That would be my only guess. But, I mean, we can go through the grid now because
well, we've got
this
time.
is interesting. Yeah, exactly. So it's a P1 and 2, exact same time of BR4 and Sem. However, BR4 set it before Sem, so he will get pole position. I imagine it would be a bit of a shame for
Bit
Sem,
unfair,
who
I'd
literally has
say.
the exact same time, but that's F1 really. Then we have Jack, who's currently out on the intermediate tyres, and then we have Stelios in P4 racing for JFO. Then we have Scabby in P5, part of Neverlast Racing Esports or NLR. Then we have Matthias in P6, part of TNR. Then in P7 we have Bunty, who races for CPI. Then in P8 we've got Jesler, who races for ASE. Then in P9 we have Manos. And then
Don't think
P10
he's in a team at the
Firm,
moment.
who races and with Firm, who races for FNR. Then in P11 we have Dado Izzy in the Mercedes. He sits P11, only just a few tenths of only a few hundredths behind the drivers ahead. Then we have
Yeah.
P12, we have Narazinho,
Which I will say
who
one thing
I
about
believe
him. He
mhm,
was in a team. He's actually just left today.
X. I was about to say he was in XRT, but he's just left.
Yeah.
So
Which
that is
could that mean he's
interesting.
going to another team? You never know. We do have time to talk about this,
I
but check
mean,
flag has fallen now, meaning
we're just waiting for Jimmy.
just around for Jimmy. A
As
DKMN
yeah,
driver on top. Is BR4 a DKMN driver?
BR4 is DKMN. Wow,
Yeah,
I
because
didn't know
I
that.
recognise Vishy in chat. Well, not Vishy, sorry. Didn't know that. But anyway, Jimmy
Right,
is
okay,
just across the
so
line. Then we can see the qualifying results. And then again, people are going to be playing for a dry race. Will we get one? Currently, we're not sure.
we're not sure
Because
yet. I mean,
the weather, I would say, in the qualifying doesn't exactly give it. But anyway, your qualifying results from round 1 is BR4 in pole position, Sam, P2, even same time, and somehow it's gone another thousandths quicker. It was definitely an 8.53 before. Anyway,
Yeah.
Jacko P3, Stelios P4, Scabby P5, Matthias P6, Bunty P7, Gisler in P8, Manos P9, and Firm running off your top 10, Stado, Noah Senior, Jordan, Jimmy, Ahmed, ORC, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'll just call him Meg,
Medj.
I guess for now, but Rescue,
Medj,
Lynx,
maybe.
and Abel are the ones running off the grid. It is time to
I
go to the
would
race, but
yeah.
while they are
Let's
choosing their
get
strategies,
ready.
and we have a little bit of time to decide this,
Mhm.
main title sponsor for PSGL is GT Omega, as always, using code PSGL at the checkout, 5% off any of their products, including the chairs, the wigs, I think there's mouse mats as well they have, I think there's merch as well, but one of the cool things is the chairs. They are very comfy, as told by our other commentators currently. We don't have one, but then again that's also because we're not
Unfortunately.
in high enough tiers, but yes, I do want one in the future. If I'm able to get one.
Definitely, yeah. But yeah, of course, we've got to thank GT Omega for sponsoring PSGL, continuing their sponsor, as it did end at the end of season 33, but they've now extended it. So
Yeah,
they will stay in, as it is completely dry apparently
it shows dry,
for
yeah.
the race,
But
which
also one other
is
thing, there is
interesting.
Chill Blast as well. We were going to give away, and it
Oh,
was there,
we
but
haven't
we're going to
even
go
got a
with
countdown.
5 red lights, and it's 4 lights. 5 lights are on, and it is going to be parallel as we go racing here in Brazil. Go, go, go. Who's got the best start out
Sam's a good
of the
start.
2 at the front? Down the inside goes Sam. Can he hold it though? No, he can't at the moment. VR4 has still got ahead as Jacko is losing
Stelios
slightly.
ahead.
Stelios gets ahead of him. There's someone spun. So Wessie down in turn 2, but we're heading on in towards turn 4. Who has got the best run? And at the moment, it looks like
Jakku.
Jacko on the right side has taken the place back. But he's
Oh!
going into the grass. He's though not in the wall, as he's able to continue on, maybe down in P19 now, but at least he's not out. That is the one thing he needs to be happy with. As we look to the front, that
Oh,
battle's still
Matthias.
ongoing, but Matthias has gone
Stelios
ahead.
Matthias a bit.
Yeah, as you say.
I just want to say there's a bit of contact between Stelios and Matthias, but I think Matthias is from wing damage because of the incident between Jakku and I believe Stelios. I'm not so sure though which drivers it was, but I think he's some sort of damage because he is falling off the pace massively. He's went wide on the corner, yeah. Matthias has damage, definitely. We cannot see it from his wing, but he for sure has damage. Is he going to be going into the pit lane? No, he's not. But Stelios is going to try to get the move up into turn 1. The question is, can he make the move? He's going to go round the outside potentially. Actually, no, Bunty's going to stick up the inside on Matthias. Leave him absolutely no room. And just like that, Bunty is going to get the positions as Matthias loses 3 positions. About to be 4 from Manos as well. Matthias is showing a lot. He's just falling through the field with his front wing damage as there's a fight in between Narazinho and Jordan just behind, even a side by side between Daddy Izzy and Matthias. As Dado Izzy gets ahead up into P8 as he makes contact with Manos, and it's caused
Narazinho is
chaos. A
round,
Williams of
but
Narazinho.
I don't know if you've seen on chat, but apparently he's lagging like crazy. I don't know. I think he
Oh no.
may have actually hurt himself for that incident. But anyway, Matthias, he is losing a major amount of times, drifting it through the corner. I think he was tapped in the rear slightly by the LP behind him, who was unfortunately slightly lagging as the the Haas and the Alpine go side by side. We'll get the good view from Matthias's rear wing, but down in towards turn 1. Who is getting ahead? Will Jimmy send it on the inside? No, he actually will. Is he going to get the move done though? It looks like at the moment it's not working out, but DOS has now been enabled. He will get it down in towards turn 4, but he's still trying to hold it round the outside. But if you look, he's not closing in enough. But look at the help behind him. He's going to send it on the inside. Has he got enough? room. Yes, he has, but he pushes Jimmy
Ooh.
slightly wide. Not too sure if that could have been on Jimmy or not. But as we head through turn 6 and turn 7 into the right-hander of 28, it's a triple right-hander 678. But at the moment, it's all getting a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, definitely some internet issues. As I've just gone up the tires here to actually because there's Stelios on the mediums, but only driver in the top 12 to be on the mediums. Everyone else is on hard, so clearly I think hard medium is the favourite strategy here. However, I have got a bit of statistics about the strategy. Medium soft is possible, and mathematically it's faster than hard medium. However, of course, that might not be exactly correct, but by in-game stats, medium soft is faster, but looks like everyone will be going for the safer option, which is hard medium, which is only 0.2 slower than the medium soft strategy.
Yeah, because at this point, I think hard medium will be the way to go, unless people want to run it
Yes.
as long as they can, I'd say, into, well, you know, a hard soft territory, which you're hoping
Definitely could
for
be
that to
possible.
be around, I don't know, to be honest, what lap would that be?
They would want to go
20
they would want to go 2 extra laps. They would want to do 21 laps
at
on the
least,
hards
yeah.
because softs can go 15 laps, but at that point they're at about 70% power. So maybe try go on the hards for a few laps longer, so your softs are more at life at the end, I guess you could say.
Medium soft is doable. It is, but your tyre wear could be very high. As we see here, Bunty going for a move,
Yes.
taking the fastest lap as well off Scabby, while taking his position away from him as Jesler takes that fastest lap again. But all in all, Bunty up into the top 3. Apparently, double McLaren podium if it ends the way it is right now.
Yeah, very nice overtake from Bunty there. However, Scabby is close behind. He does not try and make any move. However, Sam still quite close to BR4, and we can see the ERS difference nearly 80% to 90%. So Sam is doing great at saving his ERS here. As Rippy said, medium soft is doable. Like Ace said, yes, but Tyra is very interesting because statistically on the game, of course, you know, not everything's right about the game, so these stats might not be right, but apparently medium soft you would pit on lap 21 going into 22, sorry, so lap 22 you'd pit, and apparently your mediums would be on 72%, so puncture territory. However, move for the lead of the race, Sem that finally decides to get the move done, and Sem overtakes BR4 up into the lead of the race. However, is there going to be a response on the second DRS straight? I don't
Could
think there
there
is, because
be down in
Sam
towards turn
is...
4? Not enough. Not using his EOS either. So, at the
Yeah,
moment, I think he's just going to stay behind. At the moment, they've got a good enough lead on Bunty. It is coming down slightly, but then again, there was a little bit of overtaking. It will come down slightly. Then again, if they pull that away, if they get a good enough gap from Bunty,
as...
they don't really need to fight. Or they could do the slingshot maneuver of passes for one lap, use the DOS, passes again, but they'll still put the gap away. As I say that, Bunty is closing that gap in, and DOS is very close.
Yeah, well, I would just want to mention Stelios got past Jesler there on the first DRS straight in the lap, on the second one on the track, and he is very close to catching Scabby. Scabby struggling on those hards, but I think it's actually Stelios. The mediums are alive. They're at their best. But Jesler is actually looking closer for a move. He's using all of his ERS, and he's going to try and take the move. Scabby, however, is under pressure from both of these drivers. Are we going to see a send? We're going to see Jesler keep P5, he re-overtakes, but could we see him move for P4? We are. Jesler's got the ERS on already, and it looks like, Scabby goes very defensive, pushing Jesler out wide, making him take the inside line. However, is Jesler going to get this move done? He pushes Scabby wide. It's not the greatest of moves. Scabby's still there, however, but tucks him behind. Jesler in the Red Bull up into P4.
Yeah, as you say that, he's up in the P4. if I remember correctly, he was in F8 last season as well, just like Jimmy was. I can't remember exactly what other ones are. I know Alessi was F7, and Alessi actually did have a very good season last season, but at this rate, he's just hoping to get back up the field after that spin on lap 1. But as you do say, Jesler keeping his pace in P4, not too bad for him so far. What is the gain?
BR4,
up 4
maybe?
places already. BR4 is not going to go for it, but I think Merg behind him,
nice.
up 8 places now from P17 to P8.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. To the Medj and the Alpine up 8 positions, a good start from him. Of course, a few unfortunate drivers like Nerzinho and Furum and Jaku, who of course have had incidents which has led to their fall in places. But yeah, Bunty and Jez are doing great right now, from going from P7 and 8 to P3 and 4. Definitely the day 2 drivers will be in contention of the podium. As also, can we talk about how it's a top 7 DRS train, and then P8 to around about P17. Jimmy is just slightly outside of the DRS range right now. Is going to try gain it back. He's going to be very close to getting the DRS. However, he barely has any ERS. He's turning it on to try and secure it. However, is he going to run round the corner? Yes, he will. So it's a DRS train from 8th to 17th, and also from 1st to 7th. Is there any moves at the top of the field? However, there is not. Stelius, however, over the back of Scabby. He only has 6% ERS though. Scabby also on the same amount, so there was a slight advantage for Stelius having DRS. That's Jaku. Jaku has spun round.
I was going to say it was Jimmy for a second.
Yeah, no, Jaku spins round on
the 2
turn
teammates swap,
3.
by the way.
Did they? That's
yeah. Manos is now ahead into turn 7. Stelius backed off slightly, but let Manos through, thinking that he currently has the better pace, which it does seem like at the moment. Stelius has unfortunately lost 3 places from the start, but Manos has gained 3.
It's interesting seeing
what is happening there? That is Mez off.
He had
in
such
the
a good
grass.
start. Ooh, careful on the rejoin. There we go. That's all good. Oh, move for the lead.
Another one.
BR4
back into the
lead of the race yet again.
Yeah. So at the moment,
could we see a response?
Could Bunty get closer to his teammate at this point and try to?
Close.
Well, help him out maybe, as I think Jacko is maybe retiring in the pit lane, and that is a genuine 5-second time penalty of speeding, which unfortunately would happen. But I think that's Jimmy.
Jimmy's gone.
Both not having the race. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but this hurts me as well. But
did you see that? Furheim got an illegal overtake on Jimmy because of Jimmy spinning, and he overtook him. That is interesting. So Furheim has just messed up on 2 seconds gap to Medj because he had to let Jimmy pass, who spun round, and he got an illegal overtake for it. That's interesting. However, it's still longer in that 1 second range. And it's interesting that we see this because the strategy, if he's doing medium hard, is that is actually a move for P9. Jordan overtakes Matthias, the Alpine overtakes the Aston. However, we might see a response as they're both flashing, and it's very close between them.
Sorry, I hit the side of this, but who are we talking about currently?
Jordan and Matthias, P9 and P10.
Okay.
Jordan overtook Matthias into turn 1. There was a possible overtaking chance, but Matthias did not think of overtaking, as this field is so close together. It's actually closer than I thought it would be. Oh, Scabby nearly at the DRS range. He's had a mistake or something, and there's a chance he might not get it. However, though, I
Depends
think
on the
he
exit.
will
I
get
think
it.
he
He's at
has
a
got
moment
it.
on the exit.
Someone has spawned. I
No,
think that is
he didn't.
Nersinho.
He didn't get it. He had a moment on the exit, and he misses out by 18
You're
thousandths. It
kidding.
was
By the way, pronounce that as Medj. Ignore the G.
Medj. Okay, no problem. I can do that.
Thank you, Amy, for
But
that.
that is super unfortunate, as there's a move for the lead again. BR4 gets overtaken from Sem. Sem goes up into the lead again. However, that's on the first DRS straight on the lap. The second one, which you normally don't see many moves happen, which is interesting. However, what we were saying about Bunty has happened. Bunty and Jezzer have both caught up, so it'll be very interesting to see if Bunty can maybe make moves, because we can see that. Actually, I was about to say we can see the ERS difference. Bunty's on the least. Sem's
Oh,
got
wow.
85%, BR4's on 80, Bunty's on 50 and using, and Jezler's on 65. So actually, I thought Bunty would have been in the best position, but currently ERS-wise, he isn't. However, Jessler's actually closing very fast. That's actually Manos going down the outside on Scabby. It was
He's
very
got it
close,
done
by the
as
way. No
well.
room left. There was no room left from the Alfa Romeo, but he managed to just squeeze. He literally had half the car in the grass, I believe. But Scabby wants this move back. He wants to stay P5, and he re-overtakes back up into P5, which is interesting. Because, of course, it's no DRS, so I believe it's just going to be these two switching between each other for quite a lot this race, I think, because of them not having DRS. However, Scabby's getting fast. He's picking up the pace. He's nearly got the DRS. He's nearly in the second gap.
He is closing in. At the moment, he does have the DOS. You need to be careful, though. But he's just lost again as he's losing the rear end through there. Looks like tyre wear is starting to kick in a little bit more. As this time he has not got the DOS. He's using the DOS, though, all out of it. So he's got nothing to defend with down in towards turn 1. But looks like he was going to pit, but he doesn't. And I think that's now Senior. Unfortunately, spun again down at turn 7 and 8.
Oh, Stelios is in. Wow. So that
He's
is
on
a
mediums,
very
but that's early.
early pit stop. That is very early. The fact that a hard meet would be 19 laps on hard, 17 laps on mediums, to be in
on.
lap 14.
You just think Wesley's coming in now. He's on the he was on the softs.
Yeah. He's onto the hards. He done soft hard.
Yeah.
However,
I wasn't
he's
expecting Stelios in that early on mediums. Unless he's got damage,
he goes
maybe?
full push.
True, full push.
Well, yeah, I imagine he'll try go for quite a dramatic undercut, I would say here. It looks like that's what he's planning on doing. Pitting around 3 to 4 laps earlier than the fastest strategy would be. It's going to be interesting what he does here, because of course he was sitting in P8, I believe, so falling down to P17. However, 3 seconds of clear air, definitely use it to his advantage, as he's nearly gained a second on Jimmy this lap alone. So it clearly shows
No move happening. BR4 is just lost
mental
2 places. He's losing a third here. I don't know what just happened, but whatever just happened there, he lost 2 places to Jeslo and Bunty, and he's just been hit by Scabby. That is not what you want, and they're gonna fall down the order. Yeah, both of them falling down in the order. Scabby's
actually just a retirement on track.
Is it?
He's gave up. Yeah, it is.
Oh, and Abel has just had to slow way down. I've also got the audio glitch.
There. Have you?
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm turning the audio off because it's not gonna sound good.
I have not, which is surprising.
I'm turning
But
the audio off.
whatever
Only people
happened,
lot.
whatever has happened there, Bunty has front line damage, I believe. He's fallen too fast behind.
I will say
He's
if
in.
we.
He's in the
Yes, he's
pits.
in.
He's in
Unfortunately,
the
that is
pits
gonna be
now.
damage.
That will be.
Just as
Just
also fallen on
hopefully it
DRS range,
actually
by the
gets
way.
fixed. That's what I want to say is actually Daddy... Oh! Daddy Ozzy makes contact with Jordan on the grass. Loses 2 positions. From trying to do an audacious move, he loses 2 positions just like that. Was it damage
Losing
for
in.
Bunty?
Manos going for the move on the inside. Manos going wide slightly, so he's got this move done in towards turn number 5. Not a bad move
A very
overall.
nice move from him there.
Just slightly wide on the exit from Manos. I'm not too sure if he picked up a warning there. He was outside the track limits, so that could hurt him later on. As I say that, Vetsku, first person to pick up a 3-second time penalty from the track limits.
Yeah, that is true. Selling P7 on the mediums. The mediums aren't going to last much longer, so those are definitely falling off. And clearly, as he's got the 3 drivers, an AlphaTauri, a Mercedes, and another AlphaTauri behind him, all chasing to try to get past them and then also catch up to the DRS range. As there is going to be a move here, P5 and P6. Actually,
Jordan's
never
in.
mind. There's going to be a triple move, maybe. There is not. Oh no! Yep, there's contact between.
Daddy
Yep,
Ozzy's
that's a frontline damage for Daddy Ozzy.
yeah.
So that was contact between Manos and Jordan. No, Matthias.
Matthias, yes.
And Matthias got spun, and Daddy Ozzy went into Matthias, and now has his left plate missing. Vetsku goes up into P4 because of that incident. Can we talk about how he started in P18, by the way, and he's into P4?
Would you
What
be
a
able to
race
say also
Vescu's
pit
had.
stops there? Hang on, he started on mediums, by the way. He hasn't pit yet.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's still on those old mediums. However, he's taken them near enough the same tyre life as the hards. But he will be in the hards though, which is a little unfortunate.
Softs, maybe.
Maybe. Ooh, a little
If you can
moment
stretch it out,
on the
then
exit
yes.
there. He's actually been helped quite a bit by Dado Izzy, who's actually held up the cars so much behind. They aren't going to get DRS.
Well, they'll
And
get
now
DRS from
it's
Ozzy, but
very hard defending between the AlphaTauris. Look at the AlphaTauri of BR4.
Oh!
What was that? That was...
Ran into the
You saw that
back
too.
of Ahmed. I don't know if that was a brake check. I need to look back on the footage.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think it was, to say the least.
I'm gonna watch it back right now, I can tell you. I'm pretty sure it was just a lift off.
No, it was. It's a mix of a lift off and a mix of a brake check.
He was braking.
Yeah, before the brake zone. I'm sorry, but that's not on Lynx. I'm sorry, Lynx, that was not your fault at all. You should not even have damage right now.
It's not Lynx, it's Dado Izzy. Wait, how did Lynx get damage? Is
Lynx
that what
got
you're
damage,
talking about?
yes, Ahmed.
Oh.
When BR4 was going on the
was...
outside of turn 1, Ahmed brake check Lynx. I'll leave up the street,
Oh my
but
days.
if you give me 1 second, I need to pick up this.
The CRL is a league, so I can message him in there and see what that's all about. But that's not on. Brake checking.
Hope you know you're not
people
meant
near
to message a league, by the way.
Sorry. Okay, I want to say it. Yeah. I'm just saying I can message him because I know what leagues he races in, and also I can probably message him privately too. But yeah, that's
if
not
anything,
on.
message him privately. And
He's
BR4 losing
both
the way
Mercedes. Around. Can we talk about that? It's both Mercedes who he's caused damage to.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Apparently there's already been a there's gonna be at least 3 reports from both Jacko and Jimmy combined,
Oh,
told by
wow.
lawyers. And the moment aren't great. But look at Jesler, he's closed in again.
I was about to say, yeah, Jezler's in the DRS range.
Mind you, that's
So
Sam,
clearly,
not Bunty.
Yeah, that's true. Bunty, of course, is still down in P13. Actually, talking about Bunty, Bunty shouldn't get a move on Jimmy. And he's already got it on the main straight. Looks like he's used the ERS. Ahmed's in. He's on to the medium compound tyres.
The real question is,
So
where does he come
Fern,
out compared to the Mercedes? One Mercedes is being held up by a Red Bull. Where does he come out compared to Dadozzi?
Oh, he's going to be ahead.
He's going to be ahead.
Slightly ahead of
That's
Dadozzi.
gonna, well, that's not gonna go down well afterwards.
Not much ahead, to be honest.
Just looking to see who currently is trying to go for moves. Wesley is trying to go for one on links. There's I want to say that's an awesome one coming out ahead of them, but at the moment it doesn't seem like many moves going on. It's starting to die down a little bit because pit stops are being made. Mind you, Sem is into pit lane. That is going to be, I want to say, mediums. Since there's no other moves going on, we'll get it.
I think softs.
That is the mediums.
Softs could go. Okay.
But it is the mediums this time.
I just want to mention, by the way, I've been running aboard with Dadowizzy. He's just missed out on DRS. He's been pushing. I think he wants to catch up to Ahmed and do a proper overtake on him and not get brake checked again.
Yeah.
But as he sets the fastest lap, there you go. That shows the man is flying. That was with like 5% ERS.
Also, hello,
that was
Logan.
With nothing.
I had to turn the audio
engines,
off because of the audio bug again.
BR4 and Ahmed are here again. Look at this.
Oh no.
It's all over again. The Dadowizzy's gained about 5 tenths, and now both of them are here again. Well, we have the
Boys is currently engineering for Jimmy and Jakku. That's why. Sorry.
So
anyway,
we're gonna see the train from P11 to P10, but it's 2 AlphaTauris and a Mercedes. As Jesler's decided to pit. Can we talk about Vetsku, by the way? Staying out on the mediums. He's doing medium soft.
Yeah, he's definitely doing softs now. If he's not going soft now, it's not worth it.
Can we talk about this massive call which he's doing? He's going to risk probably going down to like P14, P15, but he's going to be on fresh softs.
Yeah.
Like Medj, who's in P15 right now, on fresh softs. As Jordan is in the DRS range of Sem.
Yeah. Mind you,
Jordan's ahead of Jesler.
Wow. Okay, so all that fighting was happening.
We didn't see that.
At the moment, Jordan is in a net P2.
But it's the tyre life, though, is like the interesting thing. It's 5 laps older than Jesler. He's going to be going for another 14 laps, about 19 laps on the mediums. Yeah, I mean, Vetsku's taking him 22, and he's staying out again. He's not
How
in
long
yet.
is this guy staying out? Is he going to stay out until they basically puncture or something?
Can I just...
I'll just say
this. Meacham Soft is supposed to be 21 laps, 15 laps. We're currently on lap 23. And he's still not in.
Jimmy is in now, off the hards. 21
Matthias
laps
will probably
done.
be in soon too. He's on hards since the start of the race.
Yeah, I would say if anyone else needs a pit, I would probably say Jakku's the only other one. But at the moment, no battles.
Vetsku and Matthias, the only ones. Yeah.
I kind of got some money on a Vetsku puncture. At the moment, it does seem like
don't say that.
But I'm not going to say anything else because I have a known commentator's curse.
Yeah, and I mean, no way does he actually have one. I'm just saying because Sem's just caught him like 5 times. He has to be in now, surely.
Sem has caught him by like 3 seconds, by the way.
He's been using ERS a lot this lap. He's in, surely.
No, he's
Oh
not.
my days.
Staying on it for another lap is Vetsky. 3 lap over. This is lap 24 on mediums, mind you. As
I can't.
as people may have seen, the PSGL PCF1, mind you.
As here comes Sam, he's letting Seb past. He's not trying to cause anything. And just like that, Sam retakes the lead of the race.
That is P1 back. By the way, Jeslow's back into the net P2 that we had said about. Matthias is also in. He's on the mediums. Jimmy went on to. Sorry, he's on the softs. Jimmy went on to the mediums. I don't think he had any good sets of soft stuff. Because sometimes, even if we get a new set, shows as tire wear on it. But at the moment.
Yeah.
This is turning out to be a good race. If we get a lit safety car, I would say if all these incidents do come out to be penalised, then
Vetsku's
be
having
bad.
many moments.
He's losing a major time.
I think he's in. Yeah.
After 24 laps on mediums.
Don't get a time penalty.
He hasn't got a time penalty.
Okay, he's fine.
And
where is he going to come out? That's the question.
I would say P15.
I'm going to say it's in between Furheim and Lynx.
I would have said P15.
I'm going to say it's in between this gap. Oh my days, I might have got it right, to be honest. Oh my days, I am actually brilliant at guessing. In between the gap between the Aston and Merc, and look where he's coming out.
Not bad. I thought he was going to be behind
Side by side with a Merc.
Jakku, but
nope, he's in
you
between.
have been right.
I'm just too good. I'm getting the audio glitch now. Okay, this is...
It doesn't sound right, doesn't it?
I've done many commentary this season, and every single one's had the audio glitch. So, you know.
Great. So that is,
unfortunate.
we do turn it off, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, there is Eno. Bouncer?
What is it?
Those yellow
no.
flags for Nerazinho. I don't know, he didn't slow down or anything. I don't understand. Anyway, Sem has taken back the lead of the race. He is a 1.8 second gap to Jesler. However, if we know Jesler, he caught up to Sem on their stint on the hard tyres, so who knows what he can do on these medium tyres. Also, 1 lap fresher mediums too, so he's going to have that slight, maybe 2, 3, 4% tyre wear advantage against Sem.
Look at my tyres and Jimmy, by the way. It's still in P16, P17,
P16.
but for now, it's a battle. And Jimmy is trying to take the inside line, but I think he's just letting pass because there's no EOS left in the tank at the moment. Well, Matthias is back in to P16, but he's going for it again.
He switched back.
Through into turn
close.
7.
That very could have easily been into the wall.
Does he send on the inside? Yes, he does.
Yep. Is he going to get
Still
Matthias
side by
is
side.
lagging by the looks of things. Oh, there's a lot of contact, but they're still side by side. As
very clean
Matthias is going to try to switch back.
Jimmy blocks it off.
Blocks it and gets the move done.
Hey, nice battle.
Wow. As Dado Izzy up into P9 has his very good friend of Ahmed Gully ahead of him. It'll be interesting to see if any moves get done there. As actually Abel very close and maybe going to look for another move. No. However, I just saw there the Ferraris switched. Stelios and Manos switching positions. Manos being on 6 lap old mediums. Stelios being on 13 lap old hards. It makes sense. I would guess they're in a party if they've done that switch. Probably friends, maybe, or just, you know, they're working together.
Anyway.
BR4, by the way, is back up into P5 even after what all happened.
Even after that little lag that he had, he is still pushing on, trying to get this win back. Unfortunately, the pause unpause thing is mostly for time penalties and everything. It doesn't really work with the audio glitch, unfortunately. As Manos,
Ooh, is
3 second time penalty
Manos.
currently. He's falling down 2 places.
He'll go down to P8, yeah, which is interesting. As, yeah, that looks like Ahmed is picking up the pace a little bit on Stelios. Makes sense. 14 lap old hards, 8 lap old mediums.
At the moment, they should be equal tires there.
Manos is on the. Right, that's as well, yeah, but of course there is that grip difference because of the different compound tyres. But yeah, Manos keeping with BR4 for P5. Of course, Manos having that time penalty probably wants to gain a few positions. As I've just noticed, look at the front of the field.
What is going on? Oh, it's being lapped.
Move for the lead of the race potentially.
Not only that,
Yeah,
but
it
now
was
seeing you're being
Nerazinho.
lapped, I
Yeah.
think you've Sam DRS there, meaning he didn't get as far away
However,
from
is he
Jesla
going
as
to
he
go for the
wanted.
move now? Into turn 4, he backs out. So
Backing out
Jesler
of the
being
move for
strategical
now. There
here.
is an Aston Martin off
Ooh,
at turn
Matthias.
12. That's Matthias. I think that may have been contact between him and Jimmy, unfortunately. Not the greatest of races, I would say, from the two WR
That's
guys
the
as Jimmy
Apex.
does retire from the session.
Probably
But
picked up damage, my guess would be.
yeah, it's not the best race.
I
I
think
think Matthias is
Matthias is
also
too.
retired. Yes, he is.
Surprised now Zinho hasn't, but fair play to him. He's stayed
He's still going
when
on.
he is 38 seconds behind
The next car.
Wessy. So, yeah, you have to respect it. He's trying to not have any DNFs this season, I guess. He's just wanting all zeros if he
Oh
has
well.
anything.
Battle for the
As
move
anyway,
going on. Jesler back up into the lead for a split second with Sam trying to come back at him. Will it be possible? No, it's not. Jesler is ahead. Won't be DRS for him this time. Will be Sam in towards turn 4. They've got a Haas in front of them though. Need to be careful of that.
no.
They've got round it very well. No damage to either car through that.
It's good that they managed to avoid it, of course. Just like we saw, Jesser up into the lead of the race. Jimmy has left the session.
His car
Stream gone.
is unfortunately stopped in
No,
the
stream
kind
not
of
gone.
wrong place.
Sorry, I don't know why I said stream gone.
That's fine, don't worry.
Yeah, Matthias is ahead. Oh, Medj
6/10,
in
by the
the
way.
wall. Medj in the wall.
Oh, that is not the best. But by the way, up in front, it's now a gap of 7.5 tenths. Yes, it's still DRS, but it seems like Jesler is just pulling away with that one lap fresher tyres. You never know.
Yeah, clearly
5%,
Jesser's
5% tyre wear could be what decides it.
definitely. Yeah, of course, we can clearly see it's been a bit of domination between these two. Jordan 7 seconds behind. And then Bunty 2.2 seconds behind Jordan. So about nearly 10 seconds behind Sem, which is a massive gap. However, Sem, using DRS, goes to put Desert, however, does not look for a move. I imagine we're going to see some last lap overtakes maybe here, which will be quite interesting if we see that happen. Of course, like we've said, the one lap tyre difference could be what give someone the race win. However, P10, 11 and 12, Firime gets past Abel, but Vetsku, who, remember, went long on the mediums and pitted onto the softs, gets past as he sends it on Firime. Barely any room left, however, he managed to just find the room, and he goes round the outside of Firime for P10, and he sticks it. What a move. That was a bit of an audacious move, of course, because it was quite a big send. There wasn't much room there, but he is up into P10. Unfortunately, he has that 2 second time penalty, so he will drop back down those 2 positions. But now it's time to use those softs to advantage and start climbing up through the field. It's going to be Dadouzi first target, then Stelios, and then even possibly Ahmed as well, who sits P7. as I'm looking at the lead. No moves being done yet. Sem just sticking behind. Sem's saving his ERS. He hasn't been using, I've just realised. Sem's now on 70%, Jesler on 55. So Sem is clearly doing the strategical thing here. As if we
Save
talk
the
about
battery. Go for it, last lap.
Jordan, yeah, that is clearly what he's thinking. Jesser, by the way, has nearly fallen off a second. Bunty is nearly in the DRS range. So could we see maybe? Actually, would be interesting if we saw this. As
Well,
Jordan
Bunty
literally
is
has
closing
lost a
in.
second this lap. Bunty's tyres are older than Jordan as
True,
well,
but
by
he
the way.
was closing in. And he still is.
Yeah.
It's jumping between like 4 tenths to 3 tenths and dropping out 2 tenths at some point. But one lap, 33 or 36. There are 4 laps to go. Safety car is still a possibility.
P8 Stellis and Dadauzi. As Dadauzi overtakes Stelius, and Vescu might
Almost
look
goes
for a
for it.
move. He makes Stelius dive deep,
3-second time
it
penalty as
makes him pick
well.
up a time penalty, and he goes around the outside onto the DRS straight,
And he
and
gets
that's
it
him up into
done.
P9. So not only is he just affected Stelius, now Stelius will drop out at the point, but then he's also gained the position and now charging up through the field. That is funny. That is an interesting way of getting a move done.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, to say the least. As Yaku, I don't know who had the fastest lap to start, but he's just taken off someone, I think in the top 10.
Yeah. However, unfortunately, he won't get any point because you have to be in the top 10 to get the point.
True.
So, although he takes the point, he's pretty much just taking it off of someone else who could have had it in the top 10 potentially.
But then again,
However,
it
my
is also
guess would
better.
maybe be, yeah, it helps. Of course, he's taken off a rival team since there's no Haas in the top 10. That's Sem. 2 tenths behind Jesler. He is on 80% now. Using a little bit of ERS there, now down to 75. Jesler on 60. This is the battle to watch, clearly. Nerazinho is getting... Oh! That was Mercedes.
Thanks.
Ahmed and Dadouzi.
I want to say.
Again.
Sorry.
Vetsku's getting involved as well.
He's going for it.
Vetsku's getting the move done. I think there was something again between Ahmed and Dadouzi. I think I'm wrong though, but there might have been something.
He's
And
gone
Furheim.
for
Can we
another
talk
one, I
about Furheim,
think?
by the way? He got a 3-second time penalty too. So now Abel's got a chance of getting points. So Williams could be scoring points today. As does a move for the lead of the race. Sem's decided to go now.
I think it's too early. There's
Which
2 laps
means-
left to go, and the one to the
No,
line is the
I
best.
mean, if you think about it, it's maybe the better idea. Jesler looking for a move. He backs out.
He's not going for it
So
yet.
at this moment, Sem's mess. Wait, has he? Yeah, Sem has. Personally, I'm thinking ahead. Last lap, Jesler gets him on the main straight into the last lap. Sem then overtakes him on the second DRS straight, and then on the run to the line, Jesler overtakes.
This could be one
It's all about
close
strategy
finish.
here. If you don't overtake, so for example, if Jesler doesn't overtake here,
Bunty's got the
but then
ERS.
overtakes on the first DRS, Bunny's got DRS. Oh my days, we're going to see a fight for the top 4 here. Of course, first, second, and then third and fourth.
Jesler's
Jesler,
going
however,
for it again.
is wanting the move now. He wants it now. The ERS difference is what we're looking at. Sem is now on the same amount as Jesler. It's even ground between these two. Sem tried to defend the position, but Jesler's wings clearly helped him. Sem has a little snap. However, Sem wants him now, and Jesler is using. Jesler needs to stop using. So Jesler is actually, no, he's fighting off. There is contact him, and Sem manages to stay ahead. However, like I said, it is with contact. Bunty is all over the back of Jordan. This is going to go down to the wire. It's going to be the main straight which decides this podium. the whole podium, in fact, P1, 2, and 3, because we might see Bunty get up there, we might see Jesler win, we might see Sem win. It's anything now, as that is Link spun round at turn 3. But back to the front of the field, this is what we're watching. The last lap. Can Jesler get Sem across the line, just like we saw in PSGL
He's
F1,
lost the rear
where
end.
Fabricio Donoso got overtook by Lucas Blakely. However, it looks like Sem is going to stick it from Jesler's bad exit. So for the first race in season 34, Sem will win in F8. It's Jesler P2. And then Bunty and Jesler, who's going to be on the third depth? Bunty is closing and closing. It's going to be across
So
the
close.
line. But
41 thousandths.
Jordan keeps the podium from Bunty. That is super unfortunate for Bunty, but a great recovery, of course.
Vetscu gets points even with his penalty, by the way.
Wow, yeah, great.
2 points to his name.
Driver of the day is either Abel or Jordan. Jordan from P13
like
to P3.
Yeah, has to be Jordan. It's podium.
Has to be Jordan. But then Abel, last points.
Was on penalties, though.
That's what... true. Jordan didn't get a penalty. Okay. And also the finish across the line too. That was
very
a very
well
interesting
done.
race. BR4, by the way. Yeah, BR4 manages to get P5 after all that. A very good race from him. A good recovery, of course. There are some questionable racing standards. There will be steward reports. The grid driver of the day is Vetscu. Okay.
That's what the game thinks. I'm not too sure about that one.
That's what the game thinks, yeah, like you said. But we see Sem stepping on the top of the podium with Jesler and Jordan being on the steps with him. But here is the overall race results. So it is a win for Sem, a very good race. P2 to P1, he got joint pole time and he won the race. You can't ask for much more really in that. And then Jesler, good race from him, P8 to P2. His fastest lap as well was quite fast compared to the drivers around him, which is interesting to see. Then of course the finish across the line between Jordan and Bunty. Jordan going from P13 to a podium. What a race from him. And then Bunty from P7 to P4, a good race from him too. Then we have BR4, of course, unfortunate with the few moments which happened between them.
But
and
anyway.
Then Manos, even with a penalty,
P6. I'm at P7, Darosi P8 after penalties, Vetscu in P9, Abel P10, final points finisher, then Fium, Stelios, Merge, Lynx, Jacko, Oasi, and Nosinho, and then your non-finishers Jimmy, Matthias, and Scabby. Unfortunately, Scabby did retire on track, and I think that's going to be a qualifying ban for next race. But anyway, it has been a pleasure to be here for the first round of F8. Unfortunately, I will have to end stream now because I need to go. Kind of being called to F3 quickly, but hope to see you all again next week for F8. It has been everything for myself. Yes, any final words, Cameron?
I just want to say thank you everyone for that race. A very enjoyable first commentary experience in PSGL. I'm looking forward to more in this season.
Yeah, looking forward to some more lineup with you. Anyway, that will be everything. Goodbye and good night from the both of us.